In the new Enlisted, preparing for battles has become very important. After all, the equipment of your soldiers and the vehicles you take into battle will determine the strength of your opponents and the maps on which the battle will take place. We'll explain in detail how battle ratings work. Let's start with the basics. Battle rating, or BR, indicates the approximate power of a piece of equipment. Both weapons and vehicles have one. The higher the BR, the more modern the equipment is in the context of the Second World War, which Enlisted is all about. There are currently 5 BRs in Enlisted. You can check an equipment's BR by clicking on it in the research tree and looking at its stats. Make no mistake, the tier, right here, is just a reference point and it doesn't always match the BR, although it does quite often. You can see the battle rating of your soldiers here, and the possible strength of your opponents is displayed right on the start button, and here's more about that. Here, friends, is the matchmaker sheet right in front of you. BRs 1 and 2 fight each other, and BR 3. BRs 4 and 5 fight each other, and BR 3. BR 3 can get into any battles. The matchmaker always tries to gather teams with similar BRs, so BR 1 will not always face BR 3. These are the rules. Not too complicated, are they? But there's also a link between maps and BR as well. Possible maps. To keep it simple, your BR symbolizes the time period when the weapons in the hands of your soldiers were actually used. Depending on the equipment, the matchmaker will send you to the location that is most appropriate for them. For example, a commander leading the USSR's army, armed mostly with simple rifles, is more likely to end up in the battles of the first years of World War II, somewhere near Moscow or in Stalingrad. And of course, your opponents will be historically accurate. There, against the USSR, will be Germany. Information about possible campaigns is also displayed next to the Start button. If you want a wide selection of maps, assemble an army with a BR of 3. Now that we've covered the basics, we'll tell you how to properly set up your squad so that you don't face uphill battles too early. Infantry. Infantry squads themselves do not have any rating. They're ordinary soldiers. Their BR depends on the weapons you give them. The BR of a squad is based on the weapon with the highest BR among the soldiers of that squad. For example, if you've got a squad of 5 soldiers, 4 of them with BR1 rifles, but the last one has a BR2 weapon, then the whole squad will count as BR2. Your squad's final rating is displayed here. Don't forget to check it after changing your equipment. This rule also applies to the secondary weapon slot. So when you equip, for example, an AT gunner, remember to check what rating their alternative weapon has. The quickest and easiest way to change your squad's desired BR is through weapon presets. Here you just need to select the desired BR, and the soldier will immediately equip the best gear that you have for that BR. Here's a tip. For a comfortable game, try to arm your squads equally, so that one top squad or even a single soldier can't drag you into higher BR battles. Let's be honest though, a bullet is a bullet, and even a BR1 rifle will blow heads off in higher BRs, so no need to hesitate. Vehicles. Unlike infantry squads, vehicles themselves have a certain BR. It's displayed here. However, the crew's equipment can also affect this parameter upwards. For example, if your tank is at BR2 and you equip your crew with a BR3 weapon, the rating of your tanker squad will change to 3, and you might be thrown into higher BR battles. Do not forget to use this feature. For example, for APC squads, their crew can be equipped for any BR, but take into account that the BR of the squad cannot fall below the vehicle's rating. That's the quick guide, friends. We hope that the new systems become a little clearer for you. And let's finish, as usual, not with a nice word, but with some advice. Use presets. For one army, you can assemble multiple squad presets with equipment for different BRs and enjoy fighting under different conditions and on various maps. After all, location artists and game designers have created a lot of excellent content